Ladies and gents, welcome to another episode of Masters of Marketing. I have with me a very special guest, Fahad. He's known as Fahad. He's a content creator. He has millions of followers on TikTok and the same on Instagram. He creates super cool videos. Check him out. He founded and manages one of the leading TikTok agencies here in the region. We talked about how to create videos that go viral, do's, don'ts, some of the clients that he manages, how he grew them from zero to millions of followers, how he creates the best content, and much, much more. Tune in and enjoy the episode. Fahad, welcome to Masters of Marketing.
Thank you for having me.
Excellent. What do you do for a living?
I make TikToks for other businesses and other individuals and help them go viral organically, basically.
Only TikTok.
Yeah. I mean, the videos work on Instagram, YouTube Shorts, Snapchat, Spotlight, but our focus has always been TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you personally have more engagement and more followers on TikTok than Instagram?
Well, recently in the last 6 months, the engagement has been higher on Instagram. TikTok has slowed down. A video could do 2 million on TikTok. The same one does 20 million on Instagram.
For you?
Yeah, for my own page. And in fact, for some of the clients that I'm managing as well, I have seen that trend in the last 6 months.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What do you think happened?
I think, number one, Instagram Reels is finally picking up. You know, they're pulling in a lot of traction from India. TikTok is banned there. So you have like this over demand of consumers over there, like 1 billion people in India. And since there's no TikTok and now everyone's starting to use Reels, and geographically we're right next to it. So I think that community has become active. A lot of my viewers are from India. And a lot of the clients that I work with, when they go viral, I do see a lot of Indian engagement coming in. So that could be one reason. And in general, I mean, TikTok's been there for like, 4 years now? And Instagram is fairly new. So the users are just getting accustomed to this new style of content.
Where are you from?
I'm from Pakistan.
Okay.
Yeah. But born and raised here. I mean, honestly, I only go to Pakistan when there's a funeral or a wedding.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
at this point, yeah.
Nice. So, and most of your followers are from here or from India?
Actually, it's top region is United States, and then there's, I mean, on TikTok it's different, and on Instagram it's different. On Instagram it would be US and India and Africa. On TikTok it's US, Africa, a bit of UK, Canada, Australia for some reason. It's international, like it's all across.
Why do you think US?
I have, I mean, my best bet is because they get pissed off really easily, and they're easy to fool as well. Like the population over there, the IQ I don't think is as heavy, or as they're not as aware. Like you can say anything controversial or anything even simple, and they just want to argue.
Yeah.
And also there's a big population that is consuming content over there.
Yeah.
So I guess it's like you're mining for gold, and then you struck gold, and then that's the US population for the algorithm when they were pushing my content, I'm assuming. And just people started engaging more from there. Honestly, there's no right answer to that question. Like there could be a number of reasons why specifically US is one of the top regions.
Interesting. And how many followers you have on TikTok and Instagram?
TikTok, we are at 3 million right now.
We, as in you?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And Instagram, 570,000 followers.
Okay. And your top post, how many views or engagement it got? Do you have it?
Yeah. Yeah. So Instagram recently, I got this video on 54.5 million views on the reel.
Organic?
Organic.
Unreal.
Never spent a dirham on ads in my life. And
Nice.
TikTok,
For your clients as well?
Yeah. All
Interesting.
organic.
Okay.
Like that's the whole idea behind what we do. Like everything has to be organic, and if they wish to pursue inorganic reach, they can, but we push for organic. On TikTok, I have another profile which was an account which I was trying to sell a product, and then that video blew up to 50 million views roughly.
50.
Yeah, but on my own profile on TikTok, I have 25 million as the highest viewed.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
For a Dubai content creator.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's I mean, it's definitely fascinating. Like when you get that much reach, some people get addicted to it, but I just get curious, like how did that happen,
Yeah.
and how can you recreate that?
Of course.
That's what my goal is. That's what I'm researching at all times.
Did you find the formula?
I don't think I found a formula that works for everyone, but I did find a formula that works for my page, which is what I am doing right now. I mean, I have not changed my style of content for 1.5 years now.
Okay.
Or at least 1 year, I've been doing the exact same style of content.
Right. And all the videos get a good amount of views?
I was checking my data the other day. Last 60 days is like, or last 90 days is around 60 million organic reach on Instagram.
Nice.
And on TikTok, around 50 million. And it's the same style of content. I mean, the only thing that's changing is what I'm saying. I mean, as a content creator, as someone who likes to be creative, it's not the best feeling that you're just repeating and recycling the same style of content, because you kind of, like now it's a factory, you know, like you're just pumping the same exact thing. But as a business owner running an agency and not having that much time to think, it's great.
Yeah.
The reach is coming. People are aware of my face, which is the most important thing. Like there's this face which is attached to this "isn't that concerning" phrase. It's harmless. Some people think it's satire. Some people think I'm stupid.
Yeah.
No problem.
Childish.
Yeah, childish.
Basic.
So many people. Like I had this comment once where this guy went like, "Why don't you go pursue engineering or become a doctor? Why are you wasting our time?" And then someone else replied to him like, "We have enough engineers and doctors. We could use some entertainment like this." And then that blew up in itself. But yeah.
Good. And your content helps get clients for your business?
100%. When I sit in a meeting and I'm talking about organic reach, I'm talking about content creation, and then they see that I have this much reach on my own pages. Okay, so this guy knows what he's talking about because he's able to do it for himself. So it's like credibility.
Right.
But if you were to say, did I get clients because of my videos going viral? It's very hard to say. Like, I'll get maybe one organic lead in 2 weeks or in 3 weeks, despite these numbers of views that are coming in.
Yeah, same with me.
Yeah.
I get a lead once in a couple of months even. Yeah. But the clients that call in, the prospects that call in, they say, we've been following Bassem for a while. You know? And when I sit with them, like exactly what you said, like they'd be like, okay, this guy knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, and that's because, you know, that is, I would say, in Gen Z term, cooked client. That's it's done. You don't need to sell to that client because they've understood, they've researched what you provide, and the whole process just becomes so much easier. Like you don't have to go back and forth on how you work or, you know, what to expect, because they already know what they're coming in for.
Exactly. Good. So as a service, you sell social media services, social media content creation. Is that it? Or you manage pages as well?
To make it as precise as possible, TikTok content creation, and we manage their profile on TikTok, which is literally just posting the video. Management of the account. I always, like some of the clients, they don't even want us to post the videos for them. Like, for example, this client in Qatar, they're just posting themselves. But we're helping them create content. We're editing it for them and we're posting it for them.
And these are B2C or B2B?
So there's actually this gray area clients, I would call them. They would fall under B2C, like real estate brokers or startup owners, like CEO, small company owners. And then there's a lot of B2B, like retail stores, automotive industry. You have apps, you know, delivery partners that we've worked with. The government, we're working with some entities like the Expo. So it's a mix, but a heavy focus has been on real estate in the last 4 years of this business. Okay. Yeah.
So you serve as an agency, the B2C and the B2B sectors.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. And what do you look for more? What are you more excited? What do you do best, the B2C or the B2B as an agency?
B2C, I would say for sure, because the human element is right there. Right. owners of companies, if they're coming into the content, or like the person himself is becoming the content, there's always something different that you can tap into. There's this unique touch to it. You don't have to rely solely on trends. You don't have to rely on the product or the service to make the video go viral. You have a human element there that makes the job way easier.
Okay. Good stuff. And you work, I mean, I can ask you this offline, but maybe it's interesting as well for the viewers, for the ones that are interesting. So you sell packages, number of posts, or you charge per post?
So we sell a fixed number of posts, and the price varies depending on how long they'll work with us. So 15 videos per month. We used to do 30 videos when we started off, but now we brought that number down to 15. And a client may say, no, I don't want 15 videos. I want 10 videos or 5 videos. In the best way possible, like what we tell them is, look, we're not making 15 videos because you need 15 videos. We're making 15 videos because we need those many posts to figure out what's going to go viral. There was a point of time that we needed 30 pieces of content to hit the target, which we have set internally. Like if it's a 0 followers profile, it should get at least 10,000 views in the first month on one video. And we can do that in 15 videos today because we just have that much data. And that's about it.
And how do you charge then?
So it's a monthly retainer.
Okay.
You want me to give the...
I think, why not?
Yeah.
Because...
So upwards of $5,000 per month. And that price can be negotiated based on how long the client is going to stay with us. Do they require extra shoots? We're not using professional cameras. It's all in iPhones. And
Okay. So $5,000 for 15 videos.
Yeah.
And then if they want a bit less than videos, they can...
So we don't do less videos. Yeah, we'll negotiate the price for sure, but we never go below 15. Very rare cases where a client has said no, has persisted. Like they really want to work, but they don't want that much content. And then we would have done like maybe 13. But again, the price doesn't change.
So let's say it's an automotive company.
Yeah.
What do you do? So you shoot cars, driving cars, or you go in, you shoot the specs of the car, for example?
Let's take my ex-client, Luxury Super Rent-A-Car. He was the owner was Ahmed Amvel of the company. So we took it from 0 to 1.3 million followers. And the owner was talking about the cars that he's renting.
Got it. Okay.
Basically.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Cool.
Yeah.
Good stuff. How did you grow on social media, and how long did it take you?
I started on Snapchat way before TikTok. I was posting random videos that I found funny. I would record anything and everything. I wasn't doing social media because I wanted to make money out of it, or I saw a career in it. This is back when I was in college in electrical engineering. And then I got into Twitter. And Twitter is where I first went viral. Like I had 400 followers, and one of my tweets reached 500,000 impressions because it just went in this retweet chain reaction. Like everyone started retweeting it. And that was in 2019 or 18. I'm not sure exactly. And from there, it kind of just, I pursued it more and more because I enjoyed the whole process of creating something so stupid or random. And then the way people react to it. And I was like, let's do this again. And so TikTok came into the picture with its fresh algorithm. Like literally at that point, you could post a random video from your gallery and get 30,000 views. People used to think that the views are fake. Like there's probably farms in China just giving you views. I don't know if that was the case. No one knows. But it was super easy because there was no demand of... there was no supply of content creation at the extent it is today. And from 2020 till 2024, I have reached 3 million followers on TikTok in the last 4 years. The growth was exponential in the last 1 year. Okay. Like it took me 3 years to reach maybe 1.2 million followers. But in just 1 year, I reached 3 million.
Did you do anything different or just the same type of content? It just took time, basically.
It took a lot of time for sure. But then, when I hit 1 million, I had figured out I knew exactly what will go viral for my page.
So that's it.
Yeah.
You know now what goes viral. So if you create a different page, you know what goes viral.
Exactly. Like I naturally, instinctively know that this video will work and this video will not. And that's purely because of the amount of posts I created in the last.
So it's not about, so for the listeners, for the viewers, it's not about you have to wait a long time to go viral. It's just a matter of knowing what to create.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, 100%.
Because Mr. Beast, for example, says in one of his videos that he can create any channel and he can go viral in no time.
I saw that
because he
video.
knows what to create.
I saw that video. And I think it's also because, coming back to the same point, he's created so much content on YouTube over the last 7-8 years that now he just has so much data on titles, thumbnails, videos, topics, trends, and human behavior. Most importantly, human behavior. Like, how is someone going to react to this video, to this idea? And once you just kind of get a grasp of that, even have have 1% knowledge of that information, you can basically make anything go viral.
So would you say that you can do this for any person, for any brand? You can take any brand, you can create posts for any brand or for any person and make them viral?
Look, can I make any brand and any person go viral? Maybe not, right? 2 out of 5 clients don't go viral on average. Can everyone go viral? Yes. It's just like you're picking a lock, and it's a matter of finding the right combination.
For any type of content?
For even this mug, if you're trying to sell it.
Okay.
Anything can go viral. Because of the variety of content that's out there that I have seen in the last 4 years and that I am still seeing. I mean, if a swimming pool cleaning guy has 12 million followers on TikTok, and YouTube has he has 2 million subscribers. I saw it recently. And then at the same time, you have like big brands blowing up as well. Then your range is just so huge. It's just how you present it. Because like I play this game. It's a very old game. It's called RuneScape. Go on YouTube and write old school RuneScape. You'll find a channel which is like 10 years old, and it is still getting 400,000 views, 500,000 views on this game, which is super old.
Okay.
Because there's a niche viewership that watches this content only.
So my question to you, I find it difficult for my videos to go viral.
Okay.
Maybe, so I think, is it because of my niche, because it's marketing? Or is it because of the style of content that the video style that I create? You think my videos can go viral, talking about SEO or talking about social media or talking about email marketing?
You have to go back and look at how many videos have you created?
About 600.
Okay. You have to go look at those 600 videos and look at which out of the 600, how many, like let's say 20 best videos out of the 600.
None of them are marketing related.
The ones that would best, then there's your answer.
Right. So my question is, because I want to create marketing related content. That's my niche.
Okay.
Now I started creating business related and personal related videos because I know they work more.
Yeah.
But I want to add value to the viewers by sharing my marketing knowledge.
I'll answer this question with a solution and how we're troubleshooting real estate right now. Because similar issue over there. Real estate brokers want to sell property, not do anything else on social media, but real estate content is not going so viral. And I think the same case could be with marketing as well, because it's super saturated. Everyone is talking about it. Everyone who doesn't even know anything about it is talking about it on social media. You have to, in my opinion, bridge your personal passion towards things, personal life, a pet, or something that can be looked at as a fishing hook, but it is personal to you, into your content. So 3 videos which will go viral, and then 1 video about marketing. And then another 3 videos which will go viral, and another video about marketing. Because if you keep posting about marketing and you're not going viral, then you're counterproductive on social media. You're not getting reach.
Yeah.
Only your existing followers are watching you, and that outreach, that outbound system is not working.
Yeah.
Okay, so if those 20 videos that you know works for you, then double down on that. But in your bio, it says loud and clear over there what you do.
Yeah.
Okay, the conversion might be low, but when we're speaking organically, strictly, organic posts, you have to play the game by the audience rules, because the audience controls everything. And that's why I have this conversation with brands all the time. Like, this is not our messaging. I don't want to talk about why Dubai is the safest city on my page. What does that have to do with me selling real estate or me selling food, this specific item? Like, nothing.
Yeah.
But people want to watch it. Wear your t-shirt with your brand on it in the video. Have your logo in the back on the cup or something, and then talk about something else completely. This is what billboard marketing is as well. What is a advertisement about? I don't know. I mean, I saw this super random ad the other day on the road on Sheikh Zayed, and I was like, what does this have to do with the road that I'm driving on right now? But it's placed there because there's footfall. The conversion might be extremely low, but there's eyeballs on that ad. Same thing with social media.
Yeah.
Also, social media was not built to sell.
Right.
It was built to connect, network, entertain. And I think a lot of us have forgotten that core purpose of social media. Like, people made Facebook to poke each other, send messages, share memes.
Yeah.
Then advertisers started coming in, and now it's the new wave, which is organic. So we have to go back to the real fundamentals of social media if we want the masses to watch us. Otherwise, we're not Tom Cruise or Shah Rukh Khan or some big celebrity that they're going to follow us.
So what do you think of the... I'm talking about my page because I think I know it best and I'm sure it adds value. And because that's a question that I get asked all the time.
Yeah.
And that's what you just mentioned. So a brand, whether it is a personal brand or a corporate brand, they don't want to necessarily create different types of content that doesn't project who they are as a brand. And in my case, I don't want to necessarily create memes or fun videos or videos that can get a lot more organic views just for the sake of getting views. I want to be known as the marketing guy. So how do you tackle this in this case? So, you know what? So what I'm having to do now, I'm having to boost every single piece of content because if I don't, because if I don't boost it, I get 10 views.
Yeah.
And look at my LinkedIn. I created a video. It's gonna go live now in the next couple of days. And I showed my screenshot. I get 200 views on my LinkedIn, and I've been posting since 2017. But I don't want to be known as the guy that is creating fun videos or whatever it is, just because I don't like to create it. I don't know how to create. It's not me. I'm a fun guy. I don't take life too serious, but I'm professional and I love business and I love building businesses and I love marketing and I love to have people, and I want to be known as the guy that is, that marketing guy.
Yeah.
And the same for brands. So how do we tackle this?
You can't, because like I said earlier, it's a diplomatic country, Instagram, TikTok. These algorithms are now, the power is in the audience. I can like to be professional. I can be my way as much as I want. But if the algorithm is not able to find enough viewers for the way I am, then I could post for the rest of my life and I will not go viral.
Yeah.
Does that mean you start copying people and stop being yourself? No. You stay true to who you are and you keep creating content till you find the right balance of content, which is in line with who you are and in line with the algorithm, which is the people telling it what to do. I'm facing this issue now on YouTube, which you mentioned, because YouTube is an extremely saturated game, but there's a lot of opportunity over there. And I started creating vlogs in a specific style, which was not like the way Jake Paul, Logan Paul, or all these other cringe vloggers created content. It wasn't me. I don't want to be that way. So I started creating content. I created 148 videos in the last 6 months. Nothing went viral. Nothing even crossed 100 views. But does that mean I keep doing things the way I want to do it? No, because if I keep doing that, I'll always only get 100 views unless I boost my content, which I will come to in my next point. So now I'm changing my strategy. Instead of posting a video every single day, I'm going to post twice a week, and I'm going to completely change the way I'm creating my content. Just something different. Maybe the way the video is edited, maybe the music that I'm using, maybe the style I'm shooting, everything. I'm just going to change to see what difference I get in my videos. Maybe I will put more effort in the title, in the thumbnail, who knows. With boosting your content, the problem that I have seen, and I have experienced it firsthand with my account as well, once you boost content, the algorithm now depends on this information to push your content. Okay, 25 to 35 in Jumeirah, this nationality, this demographic, blah, blah, blah. This is the focus audience. Show them my content, show my content to them. The problem I think that there is with this type of boosting is you cannot predict if that was your audience for this content. How can you predict what was the mood, the behavior, and the mindset of that person watching that video when it was shown to them? A boosted piece of content on average that I've seen, and it's very easy to tell, will have 1 million views or 500,000 views on it, but extremely low engagement. Why? Because people who are watching the content are being forced to watch it. They didn't choose, or they didn't organically arrive at that piece of content. But then you change that to an organic piece of content and you now have extremely high engagement rates. Even on just 10,000 views, you might have 20 comments, which is way better for the algorithm. And now you're saying that you're getting 100 views, and this is so. I have had clients who have boosted their content for pretty much their whole life. I straight up tell them, if we're working together, you're going to have to create a new page, because now it'll take me first maybe 3 months to completely reset your algorithm by posting only content which is organic and praying to God that something will go viral, because we don't know what's going to go viral, right? And the algorithm has been trained that this is the budget, this is where you show my content. But no one on this planet can predict the behavior of 1 billion users at any given point of time. I mean, yeah, you have data that can tell you this is good. People have archives of data like that can tell you you should sell your product to these people, you should do this, you should do that. But with content and in today's algorithm, it's not that way. I don't think it exists yet, maybe in the future,
Right.
that you can pinpoint and say that this is going to work with this audience.
Yeah, and you're right. And I think it's obvious to me that this type of content that I'm creating, probably it will never go viral. And the ones that are very personal, that reaches a bigger niche, they're not going viral, but they're still getting a lot more organic views and a lot more engagement.
You know, I mean, it could also be the way you're speaking in content, because I've noticed that in some people. I haven't seen your video specifically, the one that you're talking about, but there's like this two tones in content. There's one which is corporate, and then there's one which is real. Like if I start saying, hey guys, I sell social media marketing, and these are my prices, and this is what I do.
Yeah.
It's a little bit corporate.
Yeah.
But if I talk about, like, guys, so for the last 4 years, I've been doing this social media game, and it's super difficult, but I finally figured it out. Now, this is natural. This is giving them, this tone is making them feel like they're talking to a person that they know.
Yeah.
So that, I think, also plays a role in videos going viral. And we try to get our clients to speak as authentic as possible in their tone, which is not easy for some people. They're super used to making it look artificial or scripted.
So on that point, do you have any clients you want to share, like some case studies?
Yeah. Tawfiq Raidi is the best example. This guy's been with us for 2.5 years now. He's the co-founder of Brands for Less. When we started working with him, he had zero presence on TikTok, zero presence on Instagram. All we did for the first 8 months is ask him questions about his business, and he answered them on social media. How big is your warehouse? How much did you buy it for? What machinery do you use to increase the efficiency of your business? And every video that he made from day one just got 100,000, 1 million, 2 million. And I think there's a reason behind that. I mean, how many CEOs do you know that are posting content at his level and are putting out so much information about their business? I don't think maybe more than one or two other than him. And the reason why he was successful was because there was no supply of content in his niche. Again, how many brands for less owners are there out there? Zero. And I've seen that with almost every piece of content that goes viral on social media, that in one way or the other, something is niche about it. Either the character, the topic, or how they're saying it. I mean, it could be the exact same topic that everyone's talked about, but maybe the way they're saying it. They could be wearing a pink pant, you know, and that's different. It's those small things. Sephora is a B2B example. They were on 100,000 followers when we started working with them. Today, they're on 1.7 million followers. But by the way, they used to boost, and they still boost every now and then. That's just the way they work. But they have switched their account from a business account to a creator account because that's what we recommended. And they organically go viral. I mean, just recently we did a video which got 1 million views on their page. One of their highest videos are on 17 million organic. So
what did you do different?
It was the way the content was being edited, the people that they were using, and the way they were speaking. So our focus shifted from influencers to the staff. The beauty, they call them BAs. I don't know what the full form is, but they're basically specialists when it comes to makeup. So they know exactly what to speak about the product. You don't need to give a script to someone who's talking day and night to customers about a product. They know exactly what to say. But still, influencers as well. The way you use your influencers in your content can make a big difference. I mean, the recent video that went viral was an influencer. But the way we shot it, the idea we shot, it was the best perfect combination.
Okay. On Sephora, TikTok or Instagram?
It was on Sephora, TikTok, Sephora Middle East. It's a video of, if you've seen Dubai Bling, Fahad and Safa.
Okay, I haven't seen it.
Neither have I, but they're from Dubai Bling.
Okay.
And it's like she asks him if he can guess how much is the value of this basket of makeup products.
Okay.
And we did this video 6-7 months ago with another set of influencers, and they got 17 million views. We just repeated the exact same idea, and it got another 1 million views. Because now you know that people react in that way to this content. It is more than likely that they'll react again to it, which is what I'm following on my page.
Well, how do you mean you're following on your page?
I know that when I take a stupid fact, or if I say something stupid in a podcast, and then I ended with, isn't that concerning? The potential is 50 million views. So now I am just replacing what I'm saying every single time, but I always end it with, isn't that concerning? Sometimes I don't even end it with, isn't that concerning? And I always do end up with either 1 million views, 100,000 or more.
Okay. Good stuff. What's the story behind the mobile van?
Yeah. So we, since a lot of our work is outside, it's not office work, and we're moving from like Dubai to Sharjah to maybe Jabal Ali for shoots, we decided that instead of moving in cars, why not move in a portable studio, which if required, at site, we want to film something in a studio set, we can just do it in the van. Or when we're moving from shoot A to shoot B, between shoots, instead of having the editor remote, have the editor with us, so they're also on shoot. And then once we get into the van, we can edit the content as we're going to the next shoot to basically reduce the time, the friction of uploading content, explaining the content, and speed up the whole process. But that didn't end up happening.
I like that idea. Yeah, go ahead.
It didn't end up happening. I mean, that was the initial idea that we had. And then work kind of slowed down. The market became saturated, and the vans kind of became obsolete. Like, you could either sell them or you could keep them. And then I was like, I can just still convert it into a studio for my own use. And so now I use it as a podcast studio for myself.
You shoot podcasts there? So you have a podcast.
I don't have a podcast.
Okay. So the videos that you
The
create.
videos that I create are all in the van.
Got it. Yeah, I see them.
Yeah, they're
Okay,
all in
so
the
not
van.
the podcast. For you creating your own videos, basically.
Parody podcast content.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love it. Okay, cool. Because I see their videos and I'd be like, is this guy shooting in a limousine?
No, it's a.
But it looked, and I saw one post that it's a van.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Pretty cool van.
Thank you.
All right. How important is it to have different content for a brand, whether a corporate or personal brand, on TikTok and on Instagram, for example?
You mean between TikTok and Instagram for the brand?
Is it important to make the content, so that piece of content, different for TikTok and Instagram, or it doesn't really matter?
If you can make a piece of content that works on TikTok first, then you can use the same content on Instagram. And that is what we've done for all our
And
clients.
not vice versa?
Yes.
Not vice versa.
Not vice versa. Because for some reason, when people say Instagram content, they automatically think about nice aesthetics, corporate look, the traditional style of content before TikTok came into the picture. But now TikTok came into the picture, and then Instagram had to copy TikTok with Reels. So if Instagram had to copy Reels from TikTok, then it has to copy the content as well for it to work naturally. But if you're going to plug in video posts that used to work in the past before Reels existed, how do you expect it to work when the basis of this algorithm is off TikTok? So naturally, what we see today, and what I even mentioned, what data supports as well, is that TikTok content is performing better on Instagram because this is a fresher audience compared to TikTok. People who didn't shift to TikTok and stayed on Instagram, once introduced to Reels, they're basically being introduced to TikTok through Instagram.
Correct.
It's just two separate apps, but both content can be the exact same as long as it's first working on TikTok. And so, like, I have seen Expo. There was a piece of content we did. 280,000 views on Instagram, organic. 500 views on TikTok. Nobody knows why. Maybe there's an issue with the ranking of the account because they used to run ads. They're still a business account. I don't know. But that same piece of content got 280,000 views on Instagram.
Okay. Makes sense. How do you win clients? You give them free videos or no need anymore?
In the beginning, when we started working, it was super easy to get clients because nobody else was doing TikTok. In 2020, there was no idea of we will manage your TikTok profile. We will come and create your content.
Yeah.
So the first 10 clients came through word of mouth. And then when the first 10 clients started going viral, the market started getting aware of, oh, okay, this is a new way of marketing. And then their friends started contacting us. And then middlemen started coming to the picture. Hey, we have a client, cut us in. And then other people started doing it. So it was almost like this huge network of clients that was there, and it just kind of came to life. We had a sales team in the beginning, which was outbound, where we were reaching out to clients, pitching the idea to them. And my social media presence, my business partner's social media presence helped a lot as well. I think maybe 1 out of 100 clients we made a free video.
Yeah. How many people are you now?
We're actually small. We're like 8 people.
Interesting.
Yeah, we're not that many.
Yeah, because it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
You're only creating videos for TikTok.
That's it.
Yeah, love it, man.
I mean, they ask us, can you do our website? Can you do SEO?
Yeah.
Can you do ad management? We say no. We don't know how. Yeah.
Good stuff. I can tell you how. Okay. Good stuff. I have that question, but I know if we answer it, so I'm gonna say, how can posts go viral? What are some tips and tricks? Maybe it's good to answer it again.
Okay.
So how can posts go viral?
Okay.
What are some tips and tricks? What needs to be done?
Look,
and do we say TikTok videos? How do TikTok videos or Instagram videos?
we can just say short form content because it works everywhere.
Short form,
Content.
vertical.
Short form, vertical content.
Okay.
I was watching this very interesting YouTube video on this topic, which was for YouTube Shorts,
Yeah.
but I think it works for everything. The guy broke it down into 5 steps. I don't remember the 5 steps, but I can summarize it, and because I can relate to it when I create content for my clients or myself. Step number 1 is research. What are you making your content on? Marketing, real estate, automotive industry, comedy, doesn't matter. Research. Go look at what maybe 100 other profiles are creating right now in the market and pick what you like. Once you've picked what you like, you start asking yourself, how can I create something which is unique to me, but similar to this? Pretty much every piece of content has a structure. When I say structure, I mean a simple example of a structure would be Dubai has an app for everything, or what do you do for a living? And then the follow-up answer is either the person speaking or a reveal of something, or it's like you make them wait to the end. Once you find this structure of content that you like, then you start filling in the gaps with yourself into it. Then you edit and then you post the video. Most likely on your first, 5th, 10th, 100th attempt, you will not go viral. It could be for a number of reasons. And you kind of just repeat this research, modify and create, and post process till you go viral. For some people, this is like extremely annoying and something they don't want to do.
So follow exactly the same process for every single piece of content?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do 2 examples. One for B2B, myself, for example. I sell marketing services, and I create pieces of content.
Yeah.
And I talk about marketing.
Okay.
How can I create a video that goes viral, or videos? So what is the structure? And another business,
Yeah.
it's a B2C business that sells flowers online. How can, yeah.
So again, when I summarize it, first you need to understand when you're posting a video, the algorithm of any platform does not care if you're B2C or B2B. There's no categorization when it comes to content that this is coming from a corporate, this is coming from an individual. So then naturally you need to start thinking purely on the content basis. Okay, if the algorithm doesn't care if I'm making a video as a business or as an owner or as a consumer, what does it care about? It cares about keeping people's retention. How can you keep people's retention? You can give something that is worth their time. Now, it might be worth your time, but it might not be worth 1 million viewers' time,
Yeah.
right? So if that's the case, then you need to ask yourself, how can I create something that is super valuable for 1 million people, for 100,000 people? When you ask yourself this question, it's almost like a humbling experience, because I might think that I'm the best comedian. I might think I have the best satire sense of humor, but according to 1 million people, no. That's why my video didn't do well. And I went through this process 1,500 times on TikTok, at least, before I hit it right. And even now, it's not right. Even today, I have videos that sometimes just get 10,000 views, 20,000 views, and they stop.
Do you know why, or you still didn't know why?
Nobody knows why.
Okay.
Nobody knows why.
So how do I, based on the process that you just mentioned?
You will research, number 1.
So
You will go and analyze the top performing pieces of content. I love Alex Hormozi. I love his content. I love how he does his stuff. I would go look at his shorts. I would research. I would write on TikTok, on Instagram, on Google, marketing, short form content, or like social media, best performing tips. And I would see what videos pop up. I would gather all those videos and then watch them. This is inspiration. This is understanding. Okay, the way he's talking or she's talking, is it what they look like? Is it the language? Is it the tonality? I would break it down into as many steps or as many pieces of structure that I need. It's almost like a puzzle, and you're rebuilding the puzzle, right? Once I have a rough 50% idea of, okay, this is a sense of like, I need to sit in front of a camera. I need to speak in English. I need to speak in this tone. This is the topic that everyone's asking questions about. Okay, let's film it. You film it once, twice, thrice, how many ever times you want to till you get happy. I always tell people, keep the process of creating content frictionless. Because we get too caught up in making the perfect piece of content. Like, it needs to have good lighting. It needs to have this level of quality.
Do you script it or not?
My questions that I have, that I ask, they're all pre-written. Obviously, I don't come up with it on the spot.
The questions or the answers?
The questions, the ones in my parody.
The answer is not.
There's never an answer in my videos.
So the answer, no, I'm saying for me, for example, or for content, in this case, creating content. Yeah. Do you suggest scripting the answer?
Look, depending on the video, that's what matters. I mean, if the video requires an answer, keep bullet points in front of you.
Okay.
Not the entire answer.
So that's for me. What about a flower shop that sells flowers online? How would you make?
What is this? I need more information. What is it? Do they just sell flowers? That's it.
They sell flowers.
Okay.
It's an online shop that sells flowers.
Go to TikTok. Write flowers.
Yeah.
Research. See what the videos pop up. Organic views, which have 1 million views, which have 100,000 likes. Okay, maybe it's a video of someone asking out someone and flowers are in that video.
Yeah.
Now you know that this style of content people like.
Yeah.
That's one idea. Keep it to the side. But maybe the client won't like it. Move to the next. Scroll. Keep checking. What is TikTok showing you when you write flowers?
Yeah.
You'll shortlist maybe 50 videos.
I got you, man. So basically what you're saying is research the best performing videos and create a structure
out of them. Basically.
So create, let's say you select out of, let's say 20 viral videos, you take 3 examples and you shoot exactly the same structure.
You shoot exactly the same structure, but everything about that video is unique to you.
Of course.
Yeah.
But basically you just copy paste.
Yeah.
What
nothing is new. Nothing is original in social media, especially in Middle East.
Okay. So that's how videos go viral.
Well, that's how I think videos go viral. That's not how videos. That's not a definitive answer. I mean, people have their own.
No, you're right. That I meant. This is how you suggest to create.
Out of my experience, I'm yet to figure out more potential methods.
Yeah. I'm sure. I think we all do.
Yeah.
Probably Mr. Beast doesn't because he's created.
Like, ask yourself, if you were Mr. Beast, would you spend your time figuring out another way to get 50 million views and 100 million subscribers, or would you stick to what's working at that stage?
Yeah.
You don't have of course you would obviously need to have that R&D going on for you, that team working back end to figure out, okay, this is the next thing. But your core, you don't deviate too much from it because this is what people are asking you for. And his core...
And this is what's working.
Yeah, is giving away free money.
How important is influencer marketing for brands, and how should brands go about choosing the right ones?
I think influencer marketing should be secondary. If a brand is starting out on social media, it shouldn't be the first go-to method for marketing themselves. Because we live in a world where you can become the influencer instead of working with influencers.
You as the brand owner? As
the brand owner, as the staff of the brand, as the manager of it, or as the service in itself. It's proven, tested. The data is there.
What happens when staff leave? You just replace them with different staff. It doesn't matter.
I had a client, real estate broker, outside of UAE, outside of Dubai, who had a staff that went super viral. Like, we're talking 10 million, 5 million, 8 million back to back on the page of the company. And then they threatened to sue the company if they don't pay them for the views and the videos. And there was no need for that. But yes, that happens.
Yeah.
But you then sign waivers, I guess, with your staff.
But basically, so the point is, I'm thinking like if staff videos go viral or work very well, and the staff leaves,
you replace it.
It's not the staff that actually makes the videos go viral.
It is the creation. It's the character of the staff.
Right.
It's again, and also it's supply and demand. How many influencers are creating content on social media versus how much staff is creating content on social media for brands? It's the numbers are obvious. There's hundreds and thousands of influencers versus maybe hundreds only or 500 staff.
So what do you do in the case where the owner, founder, manager, business, let's talk about owners. So the business owner, let's say, doesn't want to be, is not comfortable creating videos, doesn't like it, don't want to be seen as this character.
Remember in the beginning, I said 2 out of 5 clients don't go viral. These are the 2 clients out of 5 that usually don't go viral.
Because
no matter
they
what
don't
we
like
do.
it.
They don't agree with the style of
Yeah.
content creation. They don't agree with putting or humanizing the content. They want us as faces in the videos only. We're not going to provide you with anything else. And in some cases, it's not in their hands. If you're an app, who are you going to put other than the owner? The owner is not going to come. He's some seed investor, or the person who coded the app. He's not willing to come because he doesn't exist in the UAE.
Got it.
And it doesn't go viral. I haven't figured it out yet. I honestly don't know. I mean, the best answer I have for such a scenario is, or at least what I've seen work in some cases, is you find the perfect character, the mascot for your brand, so to speak, that people can attach themselves to.
Right. So you, as a business, don't recommend working with influencers. You recommend actually for the owners to be the influencer.
100%. The motto goes, don't work with influencers, become the influencer.
Yeah.
But don't completely dismiss the idea of influencers.
Of
They
course
do
not.
bring you
course.
crazy reach.
Of course. Because you bring reach, but then you have other people as well that are...
It's simple. Like you collaborate with someone who has 1 million followers. You have 1 million followers. Now you're 2 million in one post.
Good stuff. Last question. How important is for content creators to learn photography and videography?
When I started off, I didn't know how to edit. I didn't know how to film. And I think it is important for content creators and influencers to educate themselves only what they need to know.
Yeah.
So in your research process, when you find a video that you like, educate yourself on how to create that video.
Got it.
Whether that's a tripod, or whether that's CapCut that you require some basic skills, only learn what you need to know. Because the remaining skills you can unlock on your way to creating more content. I didn't know how to set up a camera 3 years ago.
Right.
I just learned it this year because I had to film my own podcast content, parody podcast content. And I had one of my friends, some YouTube videos, and in one day I knew exactly what to do. But 3 years ago, I did not need that information, so I don't have to worry about it.
Good stuff. Do you have any ask for the viewers and listeners?
Don't start creating content simply because everyone else is doing it. A lot of the people that I see that are getting into content creation are in this dilemma that they don't know how to create good content. How do they create good content? And maybe content creation is not your expertise. I don't know how to code. I don't know how to build a building, and I'm not going to learn how to do it because it's just not something I enjoy. There are specialists for everything around the world. You can educate yourself to a certain degree and you can get good at it to a certain level, but every field has its own Ronaldo, Messi, you know, so you don't have to be the best at everything. That's about it. I mean, because a lot of people beat themselves about it too much. Like, it's not working. What do I do? Why is it not working? Maybe it's just not your thing.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
What do you do then?
Move on to the next thing, man. I mean, you can cook, go to the forest, hunt.
Yes. Yeah. Sit in the van and create videos.
Yeah. I mean, look, I wanted to become a robotics engineer before I started doing this.
Wow.
I dropped out of college. I couldn't pursue that. And I found this. Did I know when I was pursuing robotics engineer that I'll end up in this? No. Am I beating myself about the fact that I can't build an Iron Man suit? No. I'm moving on with life. This thing worked for me.
Absolutely.
And when this thing stops working for me, I will go and look for the next thing.
Absolutely.
Whatever that is.
And most of us are like that. We study something, we end up doing something completely different.
100%. Yeah.
Good to have you, my man.
Likewise, man.
Thank you.
No problem.
And we'll see you soon.
Inshallah.
All right.